Hi, everybody. This is Zara Indigo, and today is June 13th, and amazingly, we are on our 13th Global Prayer Circle. Good morning, good afternoon. So, as we are gathering, I'm just going to give it a few minutes to let other people hop in with us. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. I guess I'll say good day because, we're all in different places on the globe. For me, it's 11. For you, another time. Oh, yay, Jen's here today. How fun. Welcome, Jen. And Sophie, I've been with you a lot, but I don't know if you've been on one of our prayer calls today. And Susanna, welcome. Of course, Elaine and Deanna and Anita. Linda is just joining us now. Welcome, Melinda. We're just giving it a few minutes to allow others to pop in with us. Yay.
I didn't realize I was muted. Hi, Indigo. It's great to see your face.
Oh, it's so nice to see you too, Jen. Yay.
Yay.
Hi, Kathy Ann. We're just giving it a few minutes to allow people to hop in with us. Maybe give it one more minute and then I'll just go ahead. So I'm going to admit something to all of you. My eyes are a little bit funny, right? So like I wrote a newsletter last night and I was up until 4 a.m. trying to get it done. And then I sent it, I looked over it, I read it out loud, I looked over it, I read it out loud, I looked over it, and then I sent it, and then I peeked at it this morning, and there were all sorts of mistakes. I'm like, seriously? Like, how many times do I look at this thing and miss it? I'm like, come on, are my glasses not working? What's going on? Anyway, so I apologize for my editorial, like, misses. And for any of you out there that read anything that I write, please correct me anytime you see something. I am so happy to have you say, hey, although unfortunately with newsletters we can't go back and edit them like other things, so it's just in the records forever, and there's nothing like seriously outstanding, but anyway, forgive me for that. I think that we are here who's here, and whoever else hops in with us, then we will just bring them in. You had something to add, Anita?
Well, I was just going to say, it's probably in the air because 2 days ago I did an interview. We did the entire thing on me and my book and so forth, and got to all the way to the end. I went in and changed my clothes, and the phone rang, and it was my friend calling back to say he forgot to punch the button for recording, so we had to quick it, redress, and do it all over again. So maybe it's in the air.
Maybe it's in the air. I think maybe I'll blame it on the air, because the air can carry it. It's good at holding things. Yay. Well, everyone, welcome to our Global Prayer Circle. And amazingly, I was just realizing that this is our 13th circle since I flew home from Egypt on March 18th, and it's June 13th. So number 13 on the 13. So we got double teens, 13s today, which is kind of cool, actually. I didn't plan it out that way. I didn't even know if we'd still be doing this 13 weeks later, if anybody would even show up with me, but here we are. and I'm super grateful for it. So this is a global community drawn together across borders for anyone of any faith from any place to offer their prayers. And I think all of you know who I am. I'm Indigo, Zahra Indigo, and my job here is just to hold space for us and offer my own prayers too. But this is a collective for us to pray together. So for those of you who are new, joining us for the first time today, we start with this honoring, and then I'll share some agreements and the process that we use, and then we'll do a little breathing together, and then we'll just open the floor up for all of us to pray, however that means, whatever that means, in whatever way you want to share. So let's just all arrive together today in this beautiful space of Zoom in our beautiful homes, wherever they are around the world. And welcome to all of you who are listening to this later, because I've been watching our YouTube and people are watching these after the fact. So we're benefiting not only right now, but moving forward into the future as our words and our prayers ripple out from this moment. So thank you for that. So the honoring. In gratitude of the directions, east, south, west, north, above, below, center, we are honored with this opportunity to co-create in this place. In honor of the elementals, air, fire, water, earth, akasha, we are honored with the building blocks that provide foundation. In gratitude of time, past, present, future, we are honored by the ancestors, the now, and the descendants. In gratitude of the makers, Mother, Father, God in all the names, we are honored by this opportunity to experience the gift of life. In gratitude of the guides, teachers, divinity, nature, archetypes, allies, we are honored with the wisdom, understanding, and patience. In gratitude of ourselves, heart, mind, body, soul, we are honored with the chance to serve the highest good of all. May it be so. So this prayer circle is a safe space for all traditions, all faiths, all religions, all people who are seeking a connection through the sharing of prayer. This is a space where we can all arrive on a shared foundation built upon our collective, diverse, multicultural, beautiful prayers. This is a space to engage in deep sharing and listening to the prayers we each hold. And announcements, information, and informal sharing is for other places. And I know I just started that way with our circle today with my little bit about my editing mishaps, but all the same, this is a place for prayer more than messages. This is a space of non-judgment, cooperation, and global community. And I'm just checking. Yes, I am recording this for our future friends and relatives and fellow human beings who will be sharing this with us. During our time, when it's time to share the prayers, you all have a Zoom hand, so you can raise your Zoom hand to let me know that you would like to speak, or you can put a note in the chat that says that you'd like to share, or you could even type your prayer into the chat and I'll read it out for us all. I like hearing you most of all. That's my first choice, but I am more than happy to read it for you if needed. So, we've been keeping it about 3 minutes, but I kind of stopped keeping track because everybody's been really we've had plenty of time. There's not been any issues with time. So if I start feeling we're pushing up against time, maybe I'll bring that in a little more, but I'm not too worried about that. And I encourage you to say your name and where you are in the world so that we can biolocate you and feel you there in your place on the earth. And you're encouraged to offer your prayer in your own language from your own tradition if that calls to you. English is, of course, welcome. We're all speaking that language here. But to hear your language or another language you speak is really a beautiful gift to all of us, and to feel the prayer more than getting it into our head with the words and whatnot. And that's not really the chimes. I'm not going to use that because we're it's not necessary. So, um, so it's 11:10 here in Eugene, Oregon, and we'll do the heart breath together. I'll just quickly, or not quickly, but just briefly add some words to help us sink into that space. And then I'm going to give us about 10 minutes of just time to breathe together and share that space of breath. And when that 10 minutes is done, then I'll open the floor for anybody who has something that they want to share. And it can be a prayer from your heart, can be words from a book, a verse, a scripture, a sacred poem, whatever it is. If you're using somebody else's words, please acknowledge where that came from. Some people have sung, some people have drummed. There's all sorts of ways that people express their prayers. So however that works for you, okay? So our heart center is this beautiful place. So let's just all focus and bring our attention into our heart center. Breathe into that place in your being. And as you're focusing in and bringing your attention to that sacred aspect of you, you're all sacred, every bit of you, every cell, every molecule, but that center part, that your inner heart flame illuminates the essence of your being. Experience the beauty and the love of your heart center. Just breathe with that beauty and that love. And feel the love pouring onto your heart center like fuel, and the flame within your inner being growing and glowing, getting brighter. Awakening all the cells and molecules in your body. And from this place, now bring your attention to the very heart of the earth below. All those layers of time, all those layers of wisdom and vitality. And breathe all of that up through your base, up into your heart center, where it mixes and mingles with your heart, your love, your warmth, your flame, and it glows and grows even brighter. And as you breathe now, you're breathing with your heart center and that love and beauty, and with the earth's heart center and its wisdom and vitality. And feel all of that move through your body, enlivening and awakening all your cells, all your molecules. You're glowing even brighter. As you bring your attention now to the very heart of the cosmos, which may seem nebulous and hard to reach, and yet it's right here, right above us, yet so far away. And just with intention, we can touch into the heart of the cosmos and experience that vast creativity and intelligence that exists in this time and space we exist in. And we breathe all of that vast intelligence and creativity through our crown into our heart center, where it mixes and mingles with our love and beauty and the wisdom and vitality of the earth. And we just breathe with all of that, feeling it awaken and enliven all of our cells and molecules. As we bring our awareness to the very heart of the divine, in whichever way it shows up for you, however it speaks to you, in whatever name, whatever face, we just connect to the heart of the divine and breathe with the heart of the divine, our heart, the divine's heart, one heart. And breathing with the heart of the divine, our heart center, that inner flame that animates us now glows so brightly that the brightness extends to touch us all, so that each of our glows is connected in one big, almost like a spotlight shining out to the heavens, calling forth all that will serve our highest good and the highest good of anybody who this circle touches. And so we breathe this in and we breathe this out, fully connected to each other, to our planet, to the cosmos, to the divine. One planet, one people, one cosmos, all connected through our shared breath and our love. And just a few more minutes of breathing deeply, connecting to one another in this way. And so from this place of earth and sky, connected to each other and the divine, I invite you to open your hearts to share whatever prayer is present for you. And actually, I think I'll stop the sharing or the screen share so that we can all just see each other in the recording as well. There we go. Yay. So whenever you're ready, whatever prayer is tickling at your heart, wanting to bubble out of your lips, I invite you to share. Raise your hand or in the chat box. And of course, in those spaces in between, we'll just breathe together. And if the space gets really long, then, I'll probably jump in and say something, I'm sure. Sophie, would you like to share?
Yes, hello everyone. Can you hear me well?
Mm-hmm. Come.
I would like to, I don't know how to say, to offer this prayer, this group prayer to all the animals and all the beings on earth, animals like from the insect to the big ones, to send them this love and hope in humanity. They need a lot.
And Sophie, where are you?
Oh, sorry, I'm in England. I'm French, but I'm in England, in Brighton, the south of England. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Prayer for all of those animals. The two-legged, the four-legged, slithering ones, the flying ones, the eight-legged, six-legged, right? All of them. The no-legged. Yay. Jen, I saw your hand come up. Go ahead.
Let me unmute. Hello, everyone. I'm in the Bay Area in California, and it's really great to gather with you all today. I feel inspired to share a reading from the Awakening Osiris that Normandy Ellis translated from the hieroglyphs, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And I've been doing this quite often. I feel like the Neteru are very present for me. And so I would like to offer into this space what I do for myself on many mornings, which is just do this until it is the right place to offer. And it has stopped at, I have opened it to, not dying a second time. And just glancing at this, and just the title to me says, let's not do this again. I would offer a prayer that for all that we are going through, and this is the millionth time we have walked through this cycle of brutality and awareness and activism, and brutality again and awareness again and activism again. Let's not die a second time. And I will offer these words from the sacred tradition of Egypt. Not dying a second time. My grave is ripped open. My hiding place is revealed. Light tumbles into dark. A carcass, a shell in a sheet. Gold fleck in the eye of a hawk. I spiral away from the grave. I am a child suckling the wolf's teat. The taste of raw milk is sweet. I hide myself in a heart of lapis. O never-setting stars, O trembling brow of Ra, my face is open as a grave. My heart is a casket of jewels. My words are clear-eyed children. I only speak what I know. This story is my bequest. I am Ra, from whom time began, rising, a red feather in the wind, turning, turning. I am the hub of a wheel, a day star hovering over an endless sea. I am not the harvest, I am the seed. I am not the lyre, I am the song. I will not pass away, I will not pass away. I will not enter the cavern. The lion's coat turns black in the cavern. I will change myself into a lotus dancing on water. I will not stumble in the cavern. I will follow the sun over the mountain and move on to a land of endless sun. I live for the light. I am that light, a form in the flame when one has gazed long at the fire. I am the oldest child, first dead son, returning to his mother to suckle. Clouds of heaven tear like a shroud, and I see the shine of hidden things. I see myself wrapped in fiery muslin, my face aglow with heat. I see my body crumble away like powder. I smoke like incense. I know the scent of my prayer. I am the sun on the horizon. I am the song, not the lyre. I will not die a second time. I am coming. I will not pass away. I will not pass away. That feels like a really powerful space to hold in these times of challenge.
Jen, what chapter number is that?
24.
24. And the page number?
123.
123. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Normandy Ellis, and thank you to Unis and his text that brought this beautiful writing forth. Who else has a prayer to share? You know, Jen, I've do that with that book. I've never read that book cover to cover, and I've opened it thousands of times, and I've never opened it to that chapter. Not ever. Yeah. So thank you. Now I'm going to go back and actually look for it and read through again, because it's never revealed itself to me because it wasn't meant to until today, right? That's how that works. Bibliomancy is what that's called, when you just open the book to its page. Amazing. You're muted, Jen.
Sorry, I thought I was holding the space bar to unmute, but it always, every time I do that, it's exactly what I need to hear. Every single time. There's a relationship there. Mm-hmm. And that's amazing that you've never read that chapter with all the time you've spent with Normandy in that book.
Right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Thank you, Normandy. Thank you, Netaru.
Thank you, Jen. Just breathing into that. Sinking into our heart center, into our heart breath, and seeing what prayers want to come forth. Go ahead, George, or Martha.
Can you hear me?
I can. Hi, Martha.
Hi. This is a poem by Sherry, a portion of a poem by Sherry Rose Walker.
Ooh. Wait, you muted again. Hold on. Martha, you're muted.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Let the glimmering, a poem by Sherry Rose Walker. Let the glimmering goddess moon, openly radiant in the sky of our night, rain down silvery, reconciling flowers, infinite fall of mercies illuminating our bodies, dissolving our boundaries, seeding our hearts, rooting, branching, twining, weaving a canopy of forgiving leaves, breathing over all the earth, one great glowing tree of being. And I'll mute again.
Thank you. One great glowing tree of being, with all of us as the leaves, the branches. So, Tara, I see that you've shared. My Sufi teacher and many other spiritual teachers have told us that God breaks our hearts so it can be open and the light gets in through the cracks. But right now, I'm wondering if the light can come out through the cracks, our light come out of our cracks, if that's the time we're in. Yes, 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 yes. The brighter that we glow, the more that that light gets out through whichever means it can to spread and share and touch all of those around us. So just feel that glow within our hearts, pushing out, touching each other, connecting with all those who breathe from their heart center. And what a beautiful image, right? There's a sculpture I saw once come through the Facebook meme world, and maybe one of you have seen it. I can see if I can go look for it, and I'll pop it on the Facebook page. But it's this sculpture of a woman, and she's cracked, right? There's all these cracks running through her body, and then there's a light inside of the sculpture that's on. And so then you see all that light coming out of the cracks, just like you're sharing, Tara. So I'll look for that image because it really is quite beautiful and is that exactly. Which means that we can celebrate our cracks, huh? Instead of trying to like patch them up and, oh no, I'm cracked. It's not good. Instead, it's like, yes, I'm cracked. Let the light out. Thank you for that image, Tara. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Tara says, to all those who have broken my heart and broken me open. Indeed, indeed. These times are certainly breaking us all open. Yeah. Who else has a prayer to share? Well, actually, I do. So I did the same thing with a book before we started. And this is the Earth Prayers book. We've pulled out of this a couple times. Different people have pulled some prayers from this, but I did the same, just blop. And this is what came. It's a small blessing by Maria Eugenia Baz Ferreira. I'm not sure if I'm saying her last name right, but and it's this. To all that is brief and fragile, superficial, unstable, to all that lacks foundation, argument, or principles, to all that is light, fleeting, changing, finite, to smoke spirals, wand roses, to sea foam and mists of oblivion, to all that is light in weight, for its itinerance on this transient earth, somber, raving, with transitory words and vaporous, bubbly wines, I toast in breakable glasses. Who else has a prayer or a verse or a song or a sharing of some kind. Go ahead, Kathy Ann.
Good morning. It's Kathy Ann in Arizona. And like many of us, I too ruffle through books. What did you call it? Bibliomancy?
Yeah.
Constantly. And today, again, I have kept on my desk my wonderful John O'Donohue To Bless the Space Between Us. And today I opened it up for friendship. May you be blessed with good friends and learn to be a good friend to yourself, journeying to that place in your soul where there is love, warmth, and feeling. May this change you. May it transfigure what is negative, distant, or cold within your heart. May you be brought into real passion, kindness, and belonging. May you treasure your friends. May you be good to them, be there for them, and receive all the challenges, truth, and light you need. May you never be isolated, but know the embrace of your Anamkara, which for John Donahue and many of us is the beloved, our beloved. And I think another name for this could also be for community, which is what I feel about this group. So thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Kathy Ann. Anamara, is that the word that you said? Can you unmute again? I'm sorry, I've not heard that word before.
It's 2 words. And in fact, I need to get his book. It's 2 words, Anam, A-N-A-M, and second word, Kara, C-A-R-A.
Thank you.
For another time, I'll have that book with me.
Wonderful. I'll look it up. That's a new phrase for me, so I want to understand it better. Thank you for bringing it through. Anita, go ahead.
While I was waiting, I asked Todd for inspiration because I had not really thought ahead for today. And hopefully I can read the scribbling that comes from his channeling. I'm Anita Merrick, of course. I'm from Erin, New York, the East Coast. Todd has given this: new pages, frantic to be recorded upon time as it passes, unnoticeably below. My stylus is at the ready. I await the words to form upon its liquid tip. Oh, it is not my wisdom that I wait to write and record, but that of the children and beasts below upon the planet, ever now in flux and changes so swiftly occurring. Fear has risen its ugly face once more as crowds are screaming for justice. But what is emitted from those mouths, so much varied and needs to be tempered with hearts of truth, not panic and fear. The pages shift from papyrus to liquid and dreams, then misty forms. The results as yet, like Shakespeare's pen, writes, but only in truth that remains unwritten in its final form. Heed the changes yet to occur, but fear cannot carry those already in ways that feel disrupted and in darkness. Too many remain there. Still we above await as the few speak truths and their lanterns dimly light, and love shall grow those flames as it casts outward, and healing of heart and mind and sick bodies may go forward. They shall not be forgotten as doors and shops reopen for greed and forgetfulness. Love is your power, and the power that creates our words that will be cast in indelible magical ink upon the new pages of Acacia. I hold in treasured vaults for all my children. Amun. That's this morning's message from Thoth himself. Thank you.
Thank you, Thoth. Thank you, Anita, for bringing that through to us. And if you're so willing, and this is true for any of you that share in this way, you want to post that on the Facebook group for us to read again. And it's wonderful to have it come through again to help it come deeper. And of course, if you're posting something on the page that was somebody else's writing, to honor and give acknowledgement to that person. Who else has a prayer to share? Breathing into the space together. Connecting heart to heart. Allowing all of our truths to just be. I'm feeling one of our community members, Eric Stevens, who's often here with us every week with such beautiful prayers, and he wasn't feeling well this week. He reached out to let me know. So I thought because he reached out, I would let us know that he wasn't feeling well so that we can wrap him and his beautiful heart and spirit with our love. And for anybody else out there who needs that as well. Sophie just shared, I've just received this. Don't resist to change. Welcome it with your whole heart open. Yeah. Then all that light can just go out, right? Like spotlights showing the way through the dark, each of us. Who else has a prayer to share? My mug says love. So love to all of you. So anybody else? So we can just breathe together. I'm happy to breathe with y'all. So I'd love to hear your prayers. Maybe as we're all just breathing together, we hold that image of the cracks. Yeah. And each of our breaths from earth and sky, from the heart of the earth and the sky and the heart of the divine and our own heart just begins to shine out of those cracks. We can all hold that image together and envision that light penetrating through all the other cracks into the darkness where it's needed the most.
Zara,
Yes, go ahead, Kathleen.
it's Kathy Ann again.
Yes. Go ahead. Oh, you're muted again.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Our conversation and imagery this morning around cracks that let in the light. I love that. I do think it has origin in Hebrew, which I can't go any further with that. It's just something I think I'd heard or knew. But also, there is a fairly contemporary song by Leonard Cohen called Anthem that is around that. And I have the lyrics here that I'd like to read.
Thank you.
The birds they sang at the break of day. Start again, I heard them say. Don't dwell on what has passed away or what is yet to be. Yea, the wars, they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be caught again, bought and sold and bought again. The dove is never free. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. We asked for signs, the signs were sent. The birth betrayed, the marriage spent. Yea, the widowhood of every government signs for all to see. I can't run no more with that lawless crowd, while the killers in high places say their prayers out loud. But they've summoned up a thundercloud, and they're going to hear from me. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. You can add up the parts, you won't have the sum. You can strike up the march, there is no drum. Every heart to love will come. But like a refugee, ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Ring the bells that still can ring. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Leonard Cohen's anthem.
Thank you, Leonard Cohen. Thank you, Kathy Ann, for bringing that through. Wow. You know, it was interesting as you were sharing that, Kathy Ann. I kept having this image, right, of the cracks and the light, right, and then getting in, and then there's the light in me getting out. And then I realized that it's not so much about my light getting out, it's my light getting in to the world. So it's still the light getting in, right? Because this is all in, it's in the world, and this is all inside of me. So it's this interesting shift that I just had, like it's, yeah, thank you.
And looking behind you at all the beautiful filigree work, the light is getting in and out, it's weaving in and out of your space and you and each of us. And thank you very much.
Kathy. Jen says, we're the temporary shell, the light is continuous. Indeed. Any other prayers before we come to our conclusion with today's circle?
I've had a chant type mantra that I learned at a drumming circle with Ubaka Hill that every time I've come to this prayer circle, it's been thrumming through my heart, and today it's positively it's wildly beating, and it must escape through the cracks and yeah, through my own bursting heart. I'm so grateful. I came here needing to take myself to church, and I found exactly what I was looking for. Thank each and every one of you, because my light is such that the world really needs it. And I know that, and sometimes being a torchbearer isn't the easiest. So this makes things lighter in my heart. And for you all, I'd like to sing. And please feel free to unmute and join me if you know it or you'd like to sing with. It's pretty simple. Oh, grandmother, great grandmother, come in the circle and dance with me. Oh, grandmother, great grandmother, come in the circle and dance with me. Oh, grandmother, great grandmother, come in the circle and dance with me. Oh, grandmother, great grandmother, come in the circle and dance with me. Oh, grandmother, great grandmother,
Grandmother,
circle,
into the circle and dance with
oh, grandmother, great
grandmother, great
grandmother,
grandmother.
circle
Come
and
to the circle
with
and
me.
dance with me.
Oh, grandmother, great grandmother,
Great grandmother,
come in the
come to
circle
the circle
and
and dance
with
with.
me. I love you, ladies.
Thank you, Jane.
Thank you, great grandmother.
Thank you, ancestors. Yes.
Who else? Anybody else? Any other light that needs to get through the cracks, through the crack of the mouth today? I'm just actually looking at the time, and we are right on the hour just about. So I think that from this place that I will bring us home to our heart, to the divine. Mother, Father, God, and all your names and all your faces and all the ways that you show up to us, your children. Us, your children, of all of our colors, of all of our ways, of all of our knowing, of all of the cracks that we carry so that your light can shine through. Mother, Father, God, Creator, I'm your humble servant, and I ask that you help guide me and help guide us all in these uncertain times. I ask that you shine that light into the darkest hatred and the darkest greed and the darkest pain and suffering and hurt all around this world so that that light can crack it open and then the hate can find love, that the greed can find peace, so that our planet can find itself in all of us walking upon it, whether we're the human kind or animal kind or plant kind or fungi kind or elemental kind, whatever kind that we are, in whatever ways that we come into this world and manifest our light, may it break us open. May it help us see. May it warm our hearts and warm our families and our friends and our communities, our countries, and our whole world. So this planet can step up and not step up. No, it's more like this planet can turn again in a way so that we remember the harmony and the balance and the ma'at. And so it is. That's what I ask today, that we remember our hearts, remember our light, remember our truth, so that we can share it, help other people crack open, and help their light get in and their light get out. So thank you all. I have so much gratitude for this circle and this coming together and sharing of our hearts and verses of both our words and others' words, right? To just expand that light. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to unmute us all again. I kind of unmuted us all, and I didn't tell you I was going to do that when we were singing. It was kind of cool though, coming in all those different. So I'm unmuting everybody, but some of you need to unmute on your own. So go ahead and
There.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Thank everybody.
Everyone.
It was a wonderful, such a beautiful message that interwove today. So beautiful. Thank everybody.
It was magical and miraculous. Oh,
Gratitude and love. Namaste.
yes.
Namaste.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a great week.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.